Pleiadian extraterrestrials look strikingly human. The number of Pleiadians present on Earth in this manner is increasing. We may be difficult to recognize as we do not resemble the Pleiadian image in human bodies. Pleiadians exist both as physical and non-physical beings. It's a matter of experience, personal choice, and convenience. The majority of Pleiadians visiting Earth are non-physical, like ghosts in a permanent out-of-body state. Non-physical Pleiadians perform what humans refer to as astral travel to get here. Because their minds aren't linked to bodies, they can stay for as long as they please without getting pulled back. The Earth environment, like weather, temperature, gravity, etc., doesn't affect them. These guys aren't bound by physical limitations. Don't be surprised if they appear to move through solid objects. If you meditate, you are able to interact with them. Most Pleiadian encounters involve beings like these. It is sometimes confusing to determine how many of them are present during visitations. What seems to be one entity may actually be several. They are more evolved than mankind on Earth and offer their support to us in terms of spiritual guidance. Those Pleiadians that I channel have perfected the expression of unconditional love and harmony within society as well as individually. A handful of the Pleiadians present on Earth are conceived and born here. Their appearance and DNA are 100% Pleiadian, but the atoms making up their bodies are purely earthly. These individuals are specifically bred to interact with humans. They attain prestigious educational institutes with the sole purpose of connecting with future engineers and scientists. Pleiadian DNA has been used to develop many human beings in this universe, including those of our solar system on Venus, Mars, Maldek, and Earth. There still exists newly developing 3D planets in the Pleiades, but the Pleiadians that communicate with us are usually 6D and 9D. These are dimensions they work well within, and from which they contact other worlds. They have light bodies, yet like other higher dimensional ET beings, they can appear in a form that projects what they evolved from. Having a lot more time to evolve than we have, they have refined their natures and are intensely spiritual and giving beings. The Pleiadian star nations are very spiritually advanced cultures existing on the higher overtones of the fourth dimension. These beings closely resemble Earth humans, although a lot taller, with attractive physiques. Pleiadians can be attributed to 3 known groupings: Nordic in appearance with fair skin, fair hair, and green and blue eyes; Mediterranean in appearance with tanned skin and darker hair and eye combinations; and Native American in appearance with reddish to light brown tanned skin. There are a number of stars and planets within the Pleiadian system, although most civilizations can be found within the Taygeta and Alcyone star systems. Pleiadian ancestry can be traced back to a homeworld in the constellation of Lyra. Pleiadians also share a connection to the creation of mankind, which is why they too are primary mentors guiding us and assisting us through this transition. Their technology surpasses our international technology by about 3,000 years. This may explain why the humans in Lyra were able to travel the vast distances from this part of the galaxy to colonize the Pleiades, some 430 light-years from Terra Earth. The Pleiadians consider themselves to be part of the Andromedan Council, based within some of the planetary systems within the Andromeda constellation. They have mastered these aspects whilst being in physical bodies, and so have much practical guidance to pass on to mankind about how to operate from a multidimensional basis within a physical human body. Here they have recognized the shared social experience of God-Goddess within the appreciation of art, music, and dancing as being a unifying focus. They naturally want to share this approach with us. Many channels and Pleiadian starseeds are drawn to these areas within their communications and channelings with the Pleiadian masters. Indeed, many starseeds currently come from the Pleiades, and their missions are to bring these higher teachings here to Earth. There have been many such waves of starseeds from the Pleiades throughout history. Strong connections have historically existed between the Pleiades and with North and Central American Indians, and are illustrated within their art. Indeed, like with the Syrians, there is a common belief that the Pleiadians have been partly responsible for seeding mankind here on Earth, and that we share our DNA with them. The Pleiadians are more aware of the divine feminine or goddess than mankind. They align themselves to the creative forces of the goddess and work within the cycles of nature. This has allowed them to become masters of agriculture, as they work with nature spirits to co-create the wonderful fruits, flowers, and vegetables. This is harmony with nature and the divine feminine energies and consciousness. This includes their use of water itself as a living consciousness. The Pleiadians are very knowledgeable about the effects of food and water on the physical body. However, within these perfected societies lie less opportunities to grow spiritually in new ways. This is because their consciousness has become more static, and their lifestyles no longer offer new areas to explore. As such, some Pleiadians choose to incarnate here on Earth in order to seek growth from new experiences and opportunities. As mankind is less evolved, then being human on Earth offers a wider range of experiences and challenges, as there is still much negativity here, and therefore potential for learning and growth. The understanding of the integration of polarities is an example of this. The Pleiadians are here on our Earth plane to aid in the dimensional birthing of our planet and to assist those of us that are willing to awaken to a full knowledge and understanding of ourselves. They hold what they call energetic platforms, which open up powerful opportunities for us to realign back into our natural spiritual natures, which is to say, our higher self. You may be asking yourself why the Pleiadians are helping us. What's in it for them? Understand that the entire universe has its attention on planet Earth at this time. The whole universal community is working together at this time to support us during this powerful transition. The Pleiadians are a part of this universal team. They are playing their role by providing these light initiations to support us in realigning back to our spiritual nature. They are supporting us by providing information for us to understand more completely the truth that exists beyond the third-dimensional illusion on our planet Earth, so that we can liberate ourselves. The Pleiadians open up doorways for us to walk through. They offer self-empowerment processes for us to transform and realign to our personal power. Most Pleiadians have fair hair. Both men and women prefer to keep it long. When hair reaches a certain length, it becomes a transmitter for picking up fluctuations in the surrounding energies. Spiritual members of mankind have figured this out too. This, along with the lanugo and telepathy, makes Pleiadians extremely psychic. Pleiadians wear colored contact lenses for UV protection and disguise, so don't take their eye color for granted. Because of their pale skin and Scandinavian appearance, blue eyes seem the most natural. To confuse matters, they sometimes appear with black eyes. This is because Pleiadians have larger pupils than humans. When they dilate, the blackness dominates their eyes. Pleiadians make this creepy eye contact. Don't be intimidated if they lock eyes on you. They're just trying to establish a telepathic link and read your mind. Physical Pleiadians go through an awakening process just like humans. As toddlers, they begin to access past life knowledge and memories. After this event, Pleiadian kids are considered as small adults. Pleiadians don't experience childhood like humans, but on the other hand, they remain playful throughout their lives. Reproduction is the only reason why Pleiadians are born in male and female bodies. Gender has nothing to do with identity. Pleiadian souls are androgynous, both male and female. Transgenderism doesn't exist among them. Because Pleiadians are fully awakened to the concept of reincarnation, they know this body is temporary. There's no point wasting time altering the physical sex. They express their personality regardless of gender. The human pineal gland sits in the middle of the brain. It's known as the third eye because it's linked to awareness of other realms. The Pleiadian pineal gland isn't located in the brain. Parts of their sinus cavities hold a similar but larger organ. This is connected with their optic nerve and allows them to see spiritual energy clear as day. The human pineal gland produces melatonin, a hormone which regulates sleep patterns. Since Pleiadians don't have pineal glands and melatonin, healthy adults never sleep. They only have cycles of inactivity. Humans sleep approximately 8 hours a night. In other words, you're unconscious a third of your life. At age 75, you have spent 25 of them asleep. Pleiadian life expectancy isn't that much longer than of a human, but we spend those 25 years in a conscious state of mind. That way our lives are longer than humans. Each one of us has been called forth at this time because we are ready for this transformation. There has been a pre-agreement made for many of us to reconnect at this time. We all are energetically aligned with everyone else. You may not be aware of it on a third-dimensional level. However, your connection through your heart space aligns you naturally back to your higher self. This is your home space. You will birth individual aspects of your light, and collectively you will form a powerful synergy of light that is going to affect the entire planet as you work consciously with each other. This is the time for new soul groups to emerge. Now is the time for the activation of many pre-agreements to come into being. The Pleiadians honor and bless you for all that you are in this moment. They salute your courage in living your path at this time. They remind you of their commitment to support you in your transition. The Pleiadians await for you to call on them. Remember, you have free will as a human being. They cannot enter your energetic space without your permission. They cannot help you without that permission, as this is your sacred journey, and how you choose to experience it is your free will choice, moment by moment. Divine's blessings. And watch our previous videos for an expanded awareness about our human origins. Subscribe, like, and share the video to assist in the great awakening of humanity on Earth. Thanks for watching.